Roxanne. Sorry, I put a lift kit on this thing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, from Australia. Man, if you gave me another country to visit, and you were like, you could come visit that down there, I would go to Australia. I think my my senior football team got to go to Australia. I could not make the trip, but mainly because I wasn't one of the best players, but whatever. Didn't say that part. Good morning. Started out with Roxanne chewing her cud. I thought, how smart would it be to go ahead and get the camera going, get everything going before I start running around. Y'all, I want to wait till everybody's here, but I got to tell you guys what was underneath the deck yesterday. I didn't get a real good look at it, but I got a pretty good look at it. And y'all all gonna say I'm full of shit because it's the whole scenario, but I may have a knack for telling stories, but everything that in my stories that happens is true. Okay? Like if you gave me a lie detector test, I would pass it. Morning, good morning. Morning from Vermont. Chupacabra. Close to a panther. The best part is I have the recording of me saying, I ain't even looking under there, man. It's been one of them days, and I can hear something rustling underneath there. And nailed it. Somebody just nailed it. There was a bobcat under there yesterday eating a big old rat from the feed that the cow spilled. See, from the front side, you can't really see. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but you can't really see underneath there. And from the sides, you really can't see underneath there. So, my camera on top of my mountain, here's the worst part about it. So there's a camera right there. Rufus has massaged it a little bit. I don't know that it would have took a picture of it or not, but I'm gonna turn it this way now that I know there's some critters eating out of my feed trough. But I just took that battery pack out of that camera to move to my deer hunting camera once my phone overheated and died. And I went to the top of the mountain, way up in there. And then, I don't know if y'all can see my chair, but it's right there by my front door. You can kind of see the back of it. I sat in that chair, and I looked down here. Oh, by the way, biscuits and gravy were literally laying right there the whole time we were on live. I didn't even look over that way. The two fawns. And I looked down here, and they were all starting to come out in here to go drink. And I hear them all start blowing and making a racket. So I look down here, and I'll be damned if I don't see a bobcat come out right there. And he walks right here. And now from that angle, I'm having to look through this stuff right here. So I start zooming in on my phone, trying to see what it is. And I catch just a glimpse of it going that way. So I walk down around my road. I think it's trying to get my deer, is what the problem was. At the time, I did not realize. When I got down here, it was right there, and it took off running with either a squirrel or a big pack rat. So yeah, anyways, how badass would that have been if I would have been on live, looked underneath there, and a bobcat come out hanging on my face? Honestly, been worth it. You know what I mean? Like, past my prime anyways on that, so it'd been worth it. No, bobcats, they don't really mess with anything. I mean, they'll tear up a squirrel, a rat, turkeys. I've caught so many bobcats. I turned loose so many bobcats. It was a really tall one, though. The problem is, hang on, let me go get some feed. Hang on a second. Everybody's pissed off because, yeah, I'll tell the big boss, and she doesn't. Okay, so the cat thing is an ongoing deal. I'm gonna tell this because I want y'all. I don't lie about this stuff. I see what I see, and I'm always outside, and I see stuff that people normally don't see. You know what I mean? But okay, I was driving back through Missouri one night. It was only like 9:30 at night. And on the side of the interstate, I'm gonna tell this story, and it's gonna make my other story look like it's not real. But anyways, I'm driving through Missouri up around Anderson and on the interstate, and I look on the shoulder and I see these giant eyeballs lit up looking at me. Now, deer eyes, you know, I kind of got an idea what deer look like in the spotlight, you know, and other animals. But these things were big old eyes like that big. And I was like, what the hell? And I kind of slowed down, and it was a big old black mountain lion. Had a big tail, great big one. And I was like, what? And there was a big concrete median on the left side. I'm running like 80 miles an hour. I'm trying to get to the house. So I get back, and I'm on the phone, believe it or not. I'm on the phone with my phone set up, trying to just recording some stuff to see how it sounds while I'm driving. I always do weird shit while I'm driving. Anyways, I caught my whole facial expression, everything, in me going, like, you could see the wheels turning in my head. It was on the shoulder of the road, and it was eating a deer that had just been hit. And there was no houses around. Anyways, I saw a black mountain lion, a black panther in Missouri, Anderson, Missouri. So I get to looking, and there's a few exotic spottings up there. So it wasn't wild or whatever it is. Somebody had turned it loose. Apparently that has been something that's been seen up there before. So it give a little bit of merit to my story. But I'll never forget that it had, you know, they have big eyes. But it was like the shoulder was mowed, like there was no grass, like it was just standing there. But its eyes were so big, like it looked like another set of headlights looking at me. It was crazy because I had my lights on bright. There wasn't nobody on the road, and I looked forever for a spot to turn around. No, it was. I'm telling you, I know that sounds crazy, but I think it was somebody had turned loose something. Nah, man, it was a cat. Me and my kids when they were younger, I kept whatever was outdoors, so we did a lot of trapping, and we've caught a lot of cats, lots of cats. We turned loose pretty much every bobcat we ever caught, but we've caught dozens and dozens of cats. So we're pretty familiar with cats. Believe it or not, the easiest animal to trap in the wild, I think, is a bobcat. I know that sounds crazy because cats are so smart, but they're really not when it comes to traps. Anything, cats are visual. The only thing with cats different is they don't take any trails. Cats just go wherever. So like coyotes you catch on a trail or off a trail or road or something. Bobcats, they just take, you can set your trap anywhere and have a really good chance of catching bobcats if they're in the area, which there's freaking millions of them in Arkansas. People don't realize that, but there are tons and tons of them. Well, I'm lazy. I'm a lazy bastard, and I sit down here and I didn't get the feed yet. But I'm going to get the feed. It's probably going to be a pretty long live because I'm going to feed these guys, and we're going to go up and see Redford and everybody too. I'm going to make a circle here. I'm not going to get in any hurry today. So if you're in a hurry today, don't be. Good morning, Canada. Y'all absolutely bought so much stuff yesterday, too. Amanda was like, yeah, I saw like 10 or 15 things. I said, count again. Oh, and another thing that happened to me last night. Yesterday just wasn't my day. Everything ended well, though. But last night, I'm laying in the bathtub. I take a bath at night, okay? And I'm laying in there, and I'm editing some stuff, hiding from my family, kind of. Paisley had her girlfriends over yesterday for a birthday dinner. So I'm laying there, and Amanda comes in there, and I'm trying to tell her about something. And she's trying to talk to me through the bathroom door. Well, I can't hear shit. I can't hear nothing. The most common phrase around my house is, Too many loud noises my whole life. Anyways, she comes in there. And do y'all remember me telling you about her throwing stuff at me? Overhanded, left-handed, and over her right shoulder, overhand, an over-underhand, left-handed. Y'all remember me telling you about that? Anybody remember me telling you about that? Well, I'm laying there in the bathtub. I'm laying there in the bathtub with my head against the tub. I got a big bathtub. And she throws, because I've been talking pretty good shit. I was in a vulnerable position. You know what I'm saying? And she throws those two, they're kind of stuck together, little loofah gloves. Not loofah gloves, but those exfoliating gloves. And they're kind of balled up. Right in the eyeball. You could not have hit me more dead center into my eyeball. At about, I'd say the range was point blank from her fingers to my eye was about 3 inches. So when she threw it, it hit me in the eyeball about like that damn. It felt like that booster rocket hitting the moon the other day. And about knocked my eyeball out. Now, of course, it was not meant to hit me into the eyeball. But she exfoliated part of my lens of my eye. I said, well, you know, I know you did not mean to do that, but that hurt. That sumbitch hurt. I'm not kidding you. My eye was wide open too. I was not expecting it, okay? Do you expect an exfoliating glove to hit you in the eyeball while you're laying in the bathtub and your head's against the tub so you can't move? Next thing I know, a meteorite hit me in the damn eye. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little bit perturbed over that deal. She knew she messed up. She knew it. She just started dying laughing. It was the best thing she could have done. She just started dying laughing. Well, then I, as my eyeball is rebounding into my brain and back and forth against my eyelid like a basketball on a basketball court, and I have, it has drawn my left eye shut. My right eye is still like throbbing, and all I can hear is her laugh. I couldn't have fought my way out of a wet paper bag. I couldn't see. I was blind as a mole. I said, what the hell? Oh, my eye hurts still this morning. It was a glancing deal. It was like it was a glancer. It ricocheted off my eyeball. So it went like this. And just took the meat off my eye. I feel like, at first I thought I could see better out of it. This morning, I can't see as good. It's affected my vision now. That's how I ended my night. It was one of those deals where you lay in bed and you roll your pillow over to get the colder side against your eye. Very descriptive. I just telling you how it was. I wanted y'all to understand. She goes, it was some gloves. Yeah. It's just some fingers balled up into your mouth. That's what I wanted to say. It's just some fingers. Big deal. Listen, I've had some weird shit happen to my eyes. Y'all want me to run you through what's happened to my eye? Let me grab this feed for these cows, and I'm gonna tell y'all a few things that's happened to my eyeballs throughout my life. It's a wonder I still have them. No Will Smith. I ain't never hit a woman. Not on purpose. I have like been flailing a little bit, you know. She never did say she was sorry. Man, she's hard headed, man. She thinks because she didn't mean to do it, there was no sorry necessary. I said I was sorry because I scared her when I jumped out of the bathtub. I didn't know what happened. I thought she finally took me serious on putting me down. I didn't see it coming. I thought, well, this would be a hell of a spot. I know you heard it, Roxanne. Come on, Rhonda. What up, baby Ruth? Everybody looking good today. Come on in that side, Ruth. Or Rhonda. Oh, man. Doubling down. Yeah. Look at Rufus standing there. Hey, Jay. Hey, Earth. Earth, I've still yet to make my video, but I will. Did it? That's funny. It'll get kicked out for poor quality. God, look at the bite that Ruth just got. Wow. Did I scare Amanda again? No, but hey, listen. The cops come by my house 2 days ago, and man, I can't get over the bite that she's getting. You're gonna choke. They can't choke, and then they throw up everything. I mean, her mouth is so full. Those two, they do eat more than the rest of them. They've learned. That's why they pick their head up. They'll scoop, and then they hold their head up because their mouth is so full. Everybody else licks it in. Them two right there, they know how to eat. I'm gonna try to stay away from stupid stories. Some of these stuff's just stupid. Y'all don't care about that crap. Sin City, good morning. Yeah, there was a bobcat underneath this deck yesterday, you guys. When I said I wasn't looking, I wouldn't even want to deal with it. I could tell it was something big underneath there. I was thinking groundhog or something. Nope, bobcat. Which story was I going to tell? Oh, about the eyeball thing? Oh, the cops. So 2 days ago, the cops come and asked me if my camera on my front porch was working. I was like, nah. Yeah, it works, but I look up at it and there's a giant spider web over the front of it. I've since cleaned. We looked at the footage. You couldn't see nothing besides real foggy. And he may be under there right now. I didn't look. He's just doing cat stuff. What he's doing is see all that feed they're dropping. We got our little crew of critters underneath there. That's one reason why I wanted to build this too, to get these cows out in my barn so I ain't got full of mice. But anyways, cops came to my house and I was expecting like, I go through my head, dogs, cows, horses, like I just got back. There's no way somebody's done something, you know. That day, it was, I don't remember what time it was, like 1 o'clock or something. And they asked me if I had my camera going. No, I didn't. Anyways, I got to thinking about it last night. And when on my way home yesterday, I saw the cops at a few houses up from my house, and they're like going around this house like, it looked like they might have been trying to get fingerprints off doors or looking at their cameras or something, but they've been there for a few hours. Anyways, that morning that this all happened, I said, hey, I remember, because it was a day or two before, I said, do you remember me jumping out of bed at like 5 in the morning? A little bit before 5, I jumped up, grabbed my gun, because my big dog barked, and when she barks, it's human. Like, she only barks if it's a person. And I jumped up, went out in the living room, and she was just going at the front door. Well, I was like, I looked, I didn't see nobody out the window. And then I cracked open the front door, and they ran out. Well, we got to looking at the camera, and my other dog was going back and forth from the front door to the back door, and she could see something. So it was 24 minutes before that call, and there was somebody going around my house. Yeah, somebody was going around my house. And they finally, you could hear them make some noise, and that's what got my big dog up. But apparently they broke into the house above me. Anyways, I missed a good opportunity to try out the old hole puncher at 5 in the morning. I was prepared. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you don't have a dog, I like to keep a dog, because if people hear a dog, they don't want no part of it. And that's why I sleep better, because I do have a big dog, and she's going to take some time to get around. So I usually don't ever stress out about nothing, but back when I used to work all the time, that's why we kept a big Rottweiler. She gonna give you a minute, you know what I mean? The old hole puncher. Oh yeah. Amanda goes, you know, I watched you come in here in your underwear to protect the family. I'm like, well, yeah. Like, what are you gonna do? Put clothes on? No. When I hear my big dog bark, it's serious. Like, me and her have a partnership. I always tell Amanda, I said, if I'm not home and you're home and she barks, call 911. Just call 911 right then. Don't do nothing else. Don't go look. Just call right then. She's only barked about 3 times since we've had her for 10 years, 5 years. No, she's 8, about to be 9. And every time she's barked, it's been a person. I can't tell you her name. I'm supposed to not tell her name, even though I've already told her name, in case you're a burglar and you want to try to say her name, which would do you no good. So anyways, no, it was a person. But the scary part was, here's what got me, was my dog, my St. Bernadoodle. She was up first that morning, about 20 minutes before my big dog alerted, and she was going from the front door to the back door because she had heard something. She can hear really well. So she was going back and forth. We live about a mile or two from right here. So it's like, it's closer to a road and a big intersection. Well, it's really close to a road actually. But anyways, apparently they may have gotten into that house above me because they came and asked us if we had any footage. What kills me is though it rubs me a little bit because they should have said, "Hey, we had some people coming through here. Did you have anything missing?" Or like a little bit of a heads up. But on the report, Amanda looked up and just said suspicious activity. Whatever it was went around my house, from my back door to my front door. My house is like an old ranch style home, so it's real long. So Bryn is on what is the highest level right now? Red or something. That's where we're at right now. I'm a trapper too, man. You don't want those kind of problems. No, we've got a few sketchy neighbors, but the police report came in exactly 20 minutes from the time we looked at our cameras, about 18 minutes. And it's about a 7-minute walk to those people's house. I looked up, so they were at my house for about 6 or 7 minutes, 8 minutes, which is a long time. You ever had your ass kicked for 8 minutes? That's a long ass kicking. That's too long. That's too long for an ass kicking. Oh, don't worry about me, man. I keep my doors locked for everybody else's safety. I have my girls in my house and stuff, man. It's just, if somebody's in my house, it's game over. I'm not taking any chances with my family. Asking for your identity or anything like that. If you've made it into my house, would most likely mean that you've already got rid of my dog. I'll tell you what, a good big dog. Somebody got in my house one time when I first moved there, and it was me by myself home, and I forget what. I may have to. Oh man, trust me, I have every line of defense in my home that you could want. My whole family knows the procedures. Pit bull's your favorite. I had a pretty traumatic experience when I was a kid with pits, and nothing against them. To each their own. I have a rot, and people claim that they're terrible too. And I'll be honest with you, they are very extremely protective. And mine has been a giant pain in my ass, but I would not trade her for nothing. Oh, everybody's cornered up down on this end now. No disclosure of what. You guys ever watch the movie? What was the name of that movie? Wind River. You guys ever watch that movie? The hole puncher he uses at the end of the movie. Yeah. If you've never watched Wind River, it's worth watching. It's kind of a Rufus is cold. It's 75 this morning. Is my camera blurry? Probably because I had my greasy ass finger print on it this morning. I was eating some leftover Chinese food. How's that? Hey, Ruth, leave him alone. Ruth. Yeah, it's like 75 here. Poked your eye out. What happened? Oh, with my phone, cleaning my lens. She needs a hug. It's cool this morning, man. The one on the house. Sorry, I missed something. Got one of the shirts and got recognized. I'm gonna tell you what, guys. Because of all these fake pages, if nothing else, old Rufus has been seen by, I think, everybody on the planet. Yeah, we're right now in Arkansas, we're about middle summer. Y'all bought, I think, 50, if not, I think before midnight, it was over 60 items or 60 orders. Deer season starts, it actually starts the end of this month. There's a velvet season. Good morning. Good morning. The old Rufus is famous. Since I shaved my, or trimmed my beard off, well, I ain't been nowhere actually. I was gonna say ain't nobody yelled Rufus at me since I trimmed my beard off. It's coming back though. Same with this. Harvest already. Got my 3 shirts yesterday. Good. How do you become a channel member? I'm not real sure. It does cost like $10, depending on where you're at or what your device you're on. Rufus will forever be, videos will forever be online. Me and Rufus trying not to die. It's 10, but it's worth it. Well, you're supporting a good cause, and I screwed up the amount, and now it's pretty much locked. So, whatever. We figured it out. It's 1 cheeseburger a month. And you don't even have to be a member. It's the best part. But we are going to do a members only live because we have I didn't know anybody would join, really. But y'all surprised me. I think we're like at 170 people, which should be pretty good for everybody that's joined. I don't feel like I got to do something for you guys. Get rowdy smelling down there underneath Rufus. That's the wrong end and the wrong gender, bud. No wonder you rolled your nose up so tight. Hang on, guys. This is going fast. Brent, you are not a good salesman. I know. I don't want people to have to be a member. Some people can't afford a cheeseburger a month, and I understand that. That's why we have good, cheap content here. You get what you pay for, okay? But it will be kind of fun, I think, depending on how many people join. I'm gonna work on that today. Tomorrow evening, we'll try to do a members only. I'll send a invite if I don't screw it up and see how it all works. Yep. How long do bulls like a roof aloof live? Man, I get that question a lot, and it makes me happy because I know everybody is worried about how long Rufus will make it. But you know, I would say cows are about a 5 to 1. It's like dogs are 7 to 1. I'd say cows are about 5 to 1. Rufus is pretty big and pretty heavy. We keep him good and healthy. Who knows? But anything can happen. We don't know if what tomorrow will bring. I try to prepare my own self. I've been putting these sad songs with stuff because I like some of these songs, and they're not really sad, but they just grab your attention. And y'all keep thinking Rufus died, and then it turns out that there's a guy named Brett. My name is Brent. Brent, Brent, Brent. And there's a guy named Brett that had a dog named Rufus that passed away. And somehow we have gotten that search bar on my TikTok. And I have no control over that. That's what the platform does. And somehow it has gotten us, Brent and Brett, confused. And now the search bar says, and then also somebody sent me this whole long write-up of how Rufus passed away in a barn fire. And I'm like, who would do this? But you know what? It could have been, no, because it said Brent Lockridge of Arkansas. Yeah, because I thought it was the Brett. So there's two different things going apparently. I was thinking, I tried to lock Rufus in a barn, and it was heavy duty, and Rufus blew a hole through the side of my barn big enough you could drive a pickup through. And then I locked Rufus out of the barn. As funny as that sounds, I locked him out so Roxanne could have her baby, and he tore the hole back through the barn to get in the barn. So, yeah, something like that, don't worry. To say Rufus died in a barn fire, I don't even know. I guess if you had some big bull fencing. He's pretty hard to contain. Y'all didn't know. All this stuff is suggestions for Rufus. All this stuff, like none of these fences matter. Like people have understanding that, but all these fences are like the barbed wire, especially, is just like mild suggestions. There's nothing out there he wants. There's nothing out there that's green, really. I mean, some leaves, but he knows there's nothing really out there. Now, the fences between him and other cows, that's where he wants to go down there and sniff some cow butts, and that's where we get in trouble. Roxanne is grooming everybody. No, it's a bobcat. Bobcat, but I thought it was after my fawns. I thought it was after biscuits and gravy, but it was not. And I lost the phone that overheated yesterday somewhere in my pickup. So between all that, somebody was like, Brent, it's like a circus. No, this is real life. A lot of creators don't tell on themselves, don't show this stuff, don't show their horses getting out because they left the gate open. Yesterday, if you were here in the morning and you fence up there, well, I was cutting the tree off the fence. I left the gate open. The horses got out. That's fine. I let them out, let them eat on the other side of the fence. Not a big deal. Got ready to put them back up. They didn't want to go back through the gate. So opened up a second gate and let them pick which one they want to go through. Well, then when I shut the gate, I only shut one of them. If a farmer ever tells you that they ain't never left the gate open, let something out, they're full of shit. They ain't a farmer. If they tell you they ain't never left the hose running, they're really full of shit. But it ain't often. It ain't often that happens because it runs through your head about 9 million times. But see, in my head logged that I shut a gate, but it didn't log that I opened two. They're just only about 10 foot apart. Anyways, I know you guys want to hear what really happens. I could be really cool and make everything look really cool and all that stuff, but that's not how it works. Why is my phone lost in my truck? It got hot, it shut off, and I threw it up on my console, and then I put it somewhere so it wouldn't set my truck on fire. Yeah, it's just part of it. It's just life. I wish life was, actually, I don't. Yeah, it's just how it works. Sometimes you leave a gate open. You're the one that pays for it. And let me just tell you, people were thinking that I left the gate open intentionally to let my horses out. I was not. There was some panic there. And I actually got a text from my neighbor that my horses were out as he was leaving. That's why I came back yesterday. And I can just tell you, the way that I got them back in yesterday doesn't normally work. Like that doesn't work. Matter of fact, they all got an attitude, and I held it together because usually, I usually go to violence pretty quick because you got to try to get on top of what they're thinking to make them mind. And somebody's like, horses are so dumb. No, they are not. They are not dumb. They are very intelligent. They look for a gate. I try to get Dolly to go up the road because if the girl goes up the road, the boys are going to follow her. So when she turned around and went the other direction, I was like, oh shit. And she's very wise. Well, you have to understand, when I put them back up yesterday, I used an empty bag of feed to put them up. Well, until they got wind of that new bag of feed. Look at how close those two look, the same color now. They're getting closer. I'd already faked them out with a bag of feed to what I'm getting at. I think we even talked about that yesterday. Get one free chance, and the second one, they won't believe you. Everybody's gonna poop right here, huh? Cool. If all the cows are feeding in the same direction, it means the fish are gonna bite. So, Rufus ever get the Zoom? Oh God, yeah. You need to go back to the short content. Watch him this spring. Well, you can watch. There's one on there from just a couple days ago. Rufus zoomies are scary. Yeah, I know. They're going to get him a drink. Look at that baby, it's so small. Rufus's zoomies are, let's just say, like a Rottweiler is chasing something. The zoomies for bulls are like, they're not good for any foreign in the field. I know, that's weird. They all just took off at the same time. They must have needed some water because they're all going to get a drink. No projectile pooping this morning. Now we're going to go feed Redford in just a second. As soon as I finish my Pepsi here. I don't have a damn fly in it. Let's see where they go to drink at. Yeah, I'm gonna build some stuff. I'm working on some stuff today. I got some stuff ordered. I don't know if it'll be here today or not. I'm not looking under the porch, man. It ain't worth it. You never go looking for snakes because you'll find one. I know that's not what we're talking about here, but it's the same situation. Look at all of them in a line going to the pond. That's so funny that all the babies are following Rufus. They always do. Look at them. They're like, let his big ass run the snakes out of the way and everything first. Man, they were thirsty. That's funny. They normally go drink like one at a time. There goes a baby. I mean, everybody's drinking right now. Oh, they just ate that hay this morning. That's what it is. Like every single one of them. The pond looks better now that all the sediment has settled. Yeah, they go in the pond. That pond, I'm gonna change it a little bit next time I have a dozer out here, but I made it a little bit too steep. If you can see them, Rufus is really having to bend down with it, and his butt's way up above. Well, it's kind of like adding water into a tank. Their first chamber of their stomach is a great big vat, and they would rather be level. Man, I see something going across that damn water in that pond. You see it? What was that? A freaking snake, probably? Did y'all see it go across there? You see the trail right in front of Rowdy. My little niece and nephew fishing that thing, so. Whoops, I missed something. Did I miss something from Earth, too? Earth, did you ever try the water from the spring? Rufus likes to drink from your pond. Yeah, I was trying to see if it was sulfur or if it was why he was drinking there. I couldn't taste nothing in it. I really think part of it is that side of the pond he can stand in, more level. When the last time you visited Cal 73 Rufus baby, I see her about every other day on the driveway in. That's where I was at with the horses when I found the horses. I stopped at the co-op. Somebody's like, "Oh yeah, bro, you just happen to have feed with you." I was like, "Dude, if you have a Rufus and a Redford, you keep a bag of feed in the back of your truck all the time, okay? What are you gonna do if they get out? Call them? No. You keep feed. If it's a Sunday and everything's closed, yeah, when they get out, they're so goofy though. Unless you can get their attention with feed, you don't want to try to hand feed them when they're out, man. They go nuts. When I get this fence built and get them so they can't just have free range of the whole road, they can take off running, guys. Like, especially horses, they can take off running. And they can cover miles, if you're not familiar, miles in just a few minutes. So they can be down the highway miles away. If you lose a horse, they can go. And it's so stupid because they are walking in belly deep grass to go somewhere. They don't know where they're going, they're just going. Roxanne will stop where the grass is, but once she finds the grass, she'll just keep going down it, thinking there's something better and better and better and better and better. There's Rufus in his natural habitat. County Cow's Rhonda. She is a Brahmin. Got y'all here now. Man, I wish we had some horses run. I'm not sure what that question was. Yeah. It's I had this thing all smooth. Whoa, we're zoomed in here like a sumbitch. Y'all are still buying shirts, man. My email deal has been going on. If I had that nice and smooth. And now, yeah, there was damn sure something underneath there. Rhymes with bobcat. I've been shutting every gate, no matter what. Even this one up here, I'm like, Roxy, somehow get up there. Got my, I dug my sewer line through so I get my bathroom going in here. There's my tape measure I killed. But I got my water line, and then I've got my sewer line over there. Oops, I missed something. Is that Nikki? Good morning. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. We do like the likes. So I'll put my toilet right there. The main line's right there underground. I got that plastic shoved in it, and I got to figure out where I want to set my toilet. And then I got my water from my sink. So I got everything. I haven't covered this up yet just because. But I got my water going from outside. That's where I was messing with. Donnie got my breaker box in, got me one hydrant right there. I need a box to put on top of that shut-off valve. And then that's all buttoned up. So anyways, let's run up here. I was gonna show you all this. I left a bag of feed right here. Had a little bit of feed in it. Those deer smelled it. And see all their little dimple tracks. They were in the barn. See, already got a new collection of feed bags and trash. Raccoons love it. I gotta get my concrete floor poured in here. Got so many things going. It'll happen. It hasn't been that long. All it takes is a whole bunch of money. I'm not sure if I did myself any favors doing both things at one time, but I did save some money. I know it may look like this is all just scatter stuff on the dirt, but you guys have no idea how nice it is to have things dry. And my tractor seat not have a wet ass every time I get on my tractor, because it wouldn't fit in my little barn. Over here, I want to cut this whole bank back, move all this back, and bring me another lean-to out. Then I'm going to make either some stalls or bays or something out on this side for the thunder chickens, or the something I can put in there, my tractor, and open up some room inside. Somebody's like, Brent, you just happen to have feed in the back of the truck, huh? Yeah, I always have feed. And diesel or something. And yes, the back of the Ranger's always dirty. Thunder chickens. I haven't asked about cream much, but if anything was going on, the girls would tell me. We did get them moved to our big chicken pen, so they have way more room. Yeah, we got the Ranger going again. fucking feed. Settle down. Oh my God, he's so mad because the ranger's out. I thought the other day I was laughing because I was like, Redford was finally like, he's the one that keeps fixing it. I'm gonna get rid of him, and then that ought to get rid of the ranger. Where's my bottle? We have to go get the fly spray here in a second. Let me get y'all some feed going, and I'll come back and spray you. I always talk to my cows. I don't know why. Hey. He wanted to yell at me, but he has his mouth full. Well, you can't help it. They like their ears itched. Fly spray needed, it is. I had it up treating the horses yesterday. In the grand scheme of things, though, let me tell you, if I showed you cows that get sprayed once a year or twice a year, you guys would die. He's chilled because he's eating. That was way too much feed for him, but yeah. Redford rubs so much. Like, I'm looking at him right now. There's not a drop of oil on him because he rubs so much that, and it also depends on the lighting for you guys. Those up there had, I think, more flies on them than these guys did. But you can overtreat too. So you got to kind of, you see his face though? Like, you don't really see many on his face. You see him going around. But like, and now he's getting the molasses, so we're about to get a ton of flies going. But see her face? She's down there and really in the molasses, so the flies start really just showing up like crazy. Let me go grab the fly spray. I do want to spray them before they're done eating. Y'all just hang in there. If anything weird happens, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Just do something. Redford, stay here and eat. Good God, dude. Come on, man. People are going to think you're crazier than you really are. I knew it was going to piss him off when I came back. There we go. That should help. So, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. We've had a big drop in subscribers. Did I miss anybody while I was gone? Yeah, they slid down to get away from that spray. Why is he pushing everyone? He's scooting down to get away from that spray. He'll scoot back up now that I quit spraying them. Just eating. While you were gone, they banned Amanda. Yeah. He's a big old boy. Nah, Redford ain't mean. He just ain't got nothing to do. He's about to, though. About to put all these calves over here. Put Rosie or Ruby back over here. I eat like that too. Thanks for doing this. My mom is disabled. No problem. I mean, this is a dream for me. Like, if I can keep making a living like this and off the ads and stuff on here, I'm all about it. Thank God. I will say this. Thank God that TikTok shut down, because I was like, this is my signal. I need to be on these other platforms. Now, it's hard. Like, I know people are going to say it's not hard to get onto YouTube. It's hard. It's hard to make money on YouTube. It's hard to be able to make money on YouTube. It's hard to get making money on YouTube. It's not easy. It's very long investment. I'd say if you started today, you have to have 10 million views in 1 month to even qualify. Or maybe it's 90 days, I can't remember. And then there's a whole long, giant process. It took me about, believe it or not, I had posted some stuff on YouTube and it never did any good. And I posted about 10 videos, maybe 20. Didn't know what I was doing, didn't know how to do it. And I came back to YouTube and I had, like, maybe 3 or 4 months later, and something happened just a week or so before I got back on YouTube, and I had like 22 million views on just a few. If you're not monetized, you get a lot more views too, by the way. So sometimes it's better not to monetize your channel until you get a good following, subscriber, whatever it's called on here. And then the problem was, I didn't remove watermarks from other platforms. I just took my videos from TikTok or wherever and just uploaded them on here. Well, none of those videos could count. So, Texas, Brent, your lives are like mini vacations. Yes and no. Like, it's a lot of work, but it's doing what I want to do. Um, Believe it or not, there's a lot to this creating content. I know. Now, listen, I build fence. I do everything, the hardest shit jobs nobody else wants to do. And this is a lot of work, believe it or not. Like, this right here isn't. But keeping content going and editing is pretty hard. Like, I have nothing pre-recorded, nothing. It's what happens today, tomorrow. You know, my life revolves on producing some kind of content. And if it's not good content that holds people's attention, then you don't make any money. So you can't just video something, stick it on here and make money. It's we've come a long ways. I don't really know how we got here. Thank God's all I can say. And all the money super chats and y'all, we'll keep it. Oh, they're not gonna shut the channel down. The super chats, you guys send all that goes in a super chat deal, and that's what I buy all this feed with. That's what I buy everything for the farm, everything that y'all, and unless y'all tell me to get something particular, all that stuff goes to whatever it is that the cows get directly. Oh, mini vacation per house. Oh, yeah. It is like a vacation to me too, honestly. It's a lot of hard work, but it's better than going to town and going to work for somebody else, that's for sure. Go to the T-Rex suit. That's right, it goes to shit like that right there. I'm gonna build Rufus a square box. Just a wooden square box. He's gonna love it. I know you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna build it out of some plywood. I'm gonna frame it up pretty good. Big Boss said I couldn't get in it, but that's still kind of a toss up. And you guys want to see him play with something? Just a big square hard wooden box, pretty heavy. He'll love it. I may even put a scoop of dirt in there with my tractor before I put the last piece on or something, because the heavier it is, the more he likes it. Big Chug, yeah, P.O. Box 14, Prairie Grove, Arkansas. My wife is very pretty. I know. I don't know what she was thinking marrying me, but oh yeah, I've got some 2x12s. I'm gonna make a bunch of it out of, if not the majority of it. He crushes everything. Where are the Mickey treats? I need to find those. Boy, you've been up my ass this morning on stuff now, with the damn red exclamation points. I did not bring any treats. I'm still a little bit concerned about treats with me, and the Big Boss has hid those from me because she wanted to feed them to him, so I don't really know the answer to that. I know, I tried to find a rodeo barrel, and geez, price one of those. Nikki, I'm like, part of it is because I get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and I forget everything I own. Rodeo barrels are expensive. I even look for old used ones and shit. They are so high. Man, you gotta be really careful about the treats. Let me just tell you, we about lost our whole page over treats because of some. Well, I'll kick you for the rodeo barrel. Oh, they're like thousands of dollars. Like, not like a few $100. Like, and they're custom built for the size of different people and shit. Some of them are. Right, it's itchy. Over a candy bar is what most of that was over. Now, you can feed Rufus up to milk chocolate like 45 pounds or something per 1,000 pounds. It's some crazy number, but that's what that was about, was a candy bar. It's so stupid. But most, yes, those rodeo barrels, whew, they are expensive. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. And I'm on my phone because I lost my other phone. That's why I was trying to say that earlier. I lost the phone that overheated into the truck yesterday somewhere. It's way down there, melted into the carpet. Some Hershey Kisses. Well, so if you can Google it and it says not recommended, basically is what the computer system goes by. Listen, it's their platform. I work for them. Their rules on what I feed them. But I would like to make it a week or so past when all my strikes fell off. My livelihood and all these guys depend on it. So me doing something stupid isn't worth taking the chance of, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get him to make one. He's got one right now. I've got him working on it a little bit right now, at least. Well, the problem is some of these other platforms, they just don't, like, you can watch them, you know that, on TikTok, right? You can watch them if you don't treat it anywhere else besides here. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to make sure it doesn't misidentify bags or different things for different kinds. It's not a big deal. We've only been out of parole for 3 days now. 2 days. Nope. I knew it wasn't going to Candace, I'm sorry. I can feed them treats as long as they're not in the bag. If it's in something that they're not supposed to be fed, basically. I've wanted to feed them some stuff like that. That's a good idea. That's what we should do. See, they record this live right now, and they clip this up into pieces, and they will. There's somebody on here right now, out of the 1,016 people recording this, and they cut it up and they use it for content. Everything's a homemade treat now. We will not be packaging anything in front of the camera, if that makes sense. Then that way there's just no ifs, ands, or buts. But if you do, like if I stood here and I fed Redford a Hershey's chocolate bar, and I said, vet recommended for his gut, this particular bar, whatever it is, as long as I explain it going into it, that it's about a 99.9% chance that you're fine. Well, Debbie, it's not a thief. It's a whole network of people that mass produce. The more people that you have as a following, the stricter the rules get, if that makes sense. The more people that you can put your content in front of, the tighter they make sure that you're not, misdirecting people, or animal cruelty is a big one. Like, I know it sounds crazy to think about, but like, there's so many people that go out and buy all kinds of shit and just for views. I'm just trying to stay alive out here. Texas, you leaving? Interlopers. It's actually a whole group from Pakistan. I know who it is. I've talked to them. They've told me what they do, how they do it. and why they do it and how I can't stop them. And they told me, they appreciate me and that they have given me some. Uh, Thank you so much for reporting this. I'm sorry for saying you were up my ass earlier, by the way. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just rude. It's just how we are. But yeah, they talked to me and they told me better ways to or ways to turn different things on. They don't want me to stop making content, guys, because they have nothing to use. Does that make sense? Like, if I was to stop or get too mad at them, then oh, good. Then they don't have anything to do. It's exactly what they are. It's so you can't eradicate them. You can control them. On a pest control truck it says control. That's it. Um, there's nothing you can do. You can put your watermarks on there. There's 15 apps that remove watermarks. There's nothing you can do. Watermarks don't even do any good. The platforms really don't even recognize them. Um, and if their page is the same name as yours, that's just part of it. I was just trying to explain. If you know, you know. Listen, I creeped into this not knowing anything. But if one thing, I was trying to think of, I was looking at how many followers some of these pages had and how many views they had on some of their content. We're probably, just mine, I think we're at like 5 billion views across all of them. I bet you there are 50 times that for as many fake accounts as there are. That's why these guys are so well known, like our channel's so well known, is because these fake accounts produce so many. Yeah, we're in the billions. That's over all the platforms over the years. We average about 100 million per month through all the platforms. So it's pretty crazy to think about. 100 billion per month is our average. Last month we beat our average. I think, like, just looking at how everything works, I think that a lot of it is because people are stuck indoors right now with the heat. In the spring, when everybody was outside, I can see how my charts all dip with weather. It's mainly weather patterns. When it's real super hot, everybody's inside. When it's cold, real super cold, everybody's inside. And when it's moderate weather, everybody's outside. Makes sense. And the biggest systems that, like, across the whole United States. And then the other big one is the news. The news absolutely screws us. They come up with this shit and stuff's going on in the news, and your whole feed's full of politics and news, and then that's when it dips a bunch too. Any big world events, I usually can see it coming. It's pretty neat. Like, oh, thank you. Redford looks like he's gonna start huffing and puffing. Yeah, he's mad. He's mad. He didn't even eat all his feed. Well, it's people's dream life till they get out here and doing it. Some days are easier than others. I've been staring at this fence every morning. I'm just about to pull the trigger on building fence, and it's no fun. But it's got to be done. I got to get this fence out. This fence is ragged ass. Danny Dane, who are you talking to? Should have thought about that before you opened your mouth to me the first time. Who is that? Who are you talking to? What is going on? I hear you. I don't want to work on the farm. I don't want you to work on the farm. Yeah. Yep. You guys fighting in the background. Where's Rufus today? Don't even start, man. Everybody's yelling at me to come see Redford. Come see Redford. Somebody yells at me to go see Rufus. I don't know. Somebody's mad about something. That's fine. It's fine. Y'all can fight amongst yourself. That's fine. I kind of like it. Give me some drama to read. Your tomato plants look like shit. Boy, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been over here working, and I didn't put up any tomatoes this year. I didn't even water my garden. And Amanda has picked a bunch of tomatoes, but I planted 80 plants, and I planted 2 rows of potatoes, and did not touch my garden again. Man, garden takes hours of work per day. Hours and hours of work per day. Oh yeah, we had fried green tomatoes. I just got too much going on this summer. Too much. I need to be on live a few hours a day, when I can. So between projects out here, I try to go live. That's what I like. When I know I'm gonna have a few days where I'm not doing much, try to go live as much as I can. I like fried green tomatoes too. I love them actually. My dad loved his farming. Oh, it's such a. I know this whole place looks like it's rough as a cob, but man, to come from just straight woods to this point, I love it. I leave these trees like this. That is the best scratching post for Redford. He loves them. I wish I would have left a few more little trees here and there. Hello from New Zealand. What is it? Got this pecker. Yeah, I missed old Lucky too. I mean, we could drive the Ranger in there, see if we can get how many people we can get on this thing. I might have missed it, but where's Rufus and Ripper separated? They try to kill each other. They literally try to kill each other. Like it's absolutely disgusting. I spend so much time trying to keep them good and healthy, and when you see them get in a fight, I can't even explain how loud it is. Like the bones inside their body crashed against each other. You can hear the bones in their bodies, and it literally sounds like a car crash. Like it sounds just like a car crash at a distance. And not a little car crash, not a little fender bender. Between their hooves digging into these rocks and their bones and their shoulders and necks and ribs and heads and stuff crashing. No, it's just a continuous car wreck. Yeah, it's no fun. Now playing, I don't think I've showed but one video of them two in their really bad fight. But when they first get into it before they get tired, it is extremely violent. It is very, very fast, very violent. He got a big old hole knocked in his head. He's still got a dent up there. Well, Rufus put all of his body weight on top of his head and crushed his face into a bunch of rocks. Now Redford is light, so Redford can go through these rocks pretty good. But the problem when they got in that giant fight is it was raining, so the property was real soft and they were sinking in the rocks. Rufus was, so his front feet were sinking 10 inches deep, and then he was getting his legs wedged against those big rocks. So he has big scars. Buzzer saying, "Good morning from Nevada." I'm gonna know you're from Nevada before it's over with. But right here on their legs, Rufus's feet were digging in so far, those big rocks were catching them on the shin bones and they were cutting in really bad. Redford got a hole in his head. And yeah, they're just not worth putting together. I would love to see them back together again. You're about to get it, bud. You touch that fence. That son of a bitch better be on. I think he just touched it, man. He'll try it out. They're walking tanks. Yep, they are. Their bones are very, very tough. Like very, very strong. I saw a bull one time jump a gate and his back leg got stuck in the gate, on the back side of the gate, and his whole body was on the other side of the gate, and his other leg was on the other side of the gate, but the one leg was laced through the bars, and it was about right there, and I was just waiting for it to snap because his whole entire body weight was hanging on it, and it was like bending, and he was kicking and thrashing like a wild animal. And man, the bar, it was big hard steel, big piece of pipe. Might have even been solid, I can't remember. But I know I got a big old rock bar underneath his hoof, and I thought, well, it's either gonna break his hoof, his claw, or his leg, and it's about to break anyways. So, and I stuck that bar in there, started prying up underneath his foot, and it was about a 6-foot bar. And I pried as hard as I could. There was so much weight on it. And I finally pried that leg up. And I was just waiting for it to snap any second. But there was no time to do anything. And it popped out of there. Some bitch never even limped. No, it was hanging upside down on a big old steel panel. And he had jumped up on it with his front legs and then fell over it. And as he was going over it, his back leg slid between the pipes. And man, it was like the worst case scenario. It was like the worst case. Like he was laced through it deep, and you see those big claws back there. The pipe was between that. Some bitch leg did not break. I don't know how. That sucker was crazy. He was one of those I was telling you about. If they ever learn they can jump, they'll jump everything. The sky is the limit. Y'all seen the rodeo bulls jump, and if you really look at those fences, those suckers are tall. I mean, they're usually 10 foot, 8 foot to 10 foot. Yeah, he's mad because this ranger's sitting here. I've got a bunch of stuff in here I'd like him not to dump over. It was very lucky. Yeah, 8 foot minimum. I think where I got Ron and them at, his were, yeah, 8 or 10 foot tall. They were tall. You know, think about that. 8 foot, that's 2 foot over my head. To get that body over that, it's crazy. Yeah, he loves me. Yeah, he sure loves me. If we can get in this pen. Let me see what all I got in this Ranger before I do. Let's see. where's my other camera? I forgot I had that. Damn. That was a good find. Never know what's back here. The back of the Ranger is like a catch-all. At the end of the day, everybody just throws everything in the back of it. I think he still got some feed. No, they pretty much cleaned it up, but let's look at old Rosie here. Hi, Rosie. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You're big like your mama. She's getting big. Man, if she doesn't have those white spots on her, she looks pretty damn much like, exactly like Roxanne. Right there without seeing any white. Her face is a little longer. But I was looking at her and I was like, her bag is gone. Like, she has zero bag. I mean, I can't even see nothing. Zero. You don't like Redford anymore? Or are you too chunky? Maybe a little bit too chunky, oh girl. Huh. That's gonna piss him off. Oh God. Rev's still digging at those damn posts. You get so much dirt going. Sometimes you gotta separate them a little bit, like shouldn't, but I have seen them not want to breed when you leave a bull with them all the time. Redford, you care if we drive in there? Huh? Will you be okay if we do? Look at my gate. Look how many times I broke it. It's got splices. Look, I was in such a hurry, I got these wires crisscrossed. I mean, you remember that buffalo that got that old boy? That hole right there, that's Redford's hole. That video, that buffalo, you get that old boy, that buffalo was in his spot when that guy showed up. You can't spray on them daily. Or is it multiple times a day? Well, it's a insecticide, so it can make them sick if you spray too much on them. Sometimes they just have to deal with the flies. I know, I started to and make that Redford and me, and I was like, man, I'm just setting myself up for that to happen to me, doing that. Put that on a shirt. That would have been funny though. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, really? Well, once I made sure the guy was alive, I mean, he was running pretty good. You got to give him that. The problem was that old, whatever that was, that tree, the limbs were tapered down to the ground. No. I try to make sure they don't have any open wounds on them anywhere. I mean, he was running. It had to have gored him a little bit. Broke his pelvis real bad, though. But I'm going to give you this. That sucker was in the air. He was starfished in the air. Yeah, we call buffalo on here. I know. We know they're not buffalo, but that's what we call them. They were called buffalo longer than they've been called bison, I think. It's kind of a. I looked it up. It was a Asian thing when the first people that saw them came over here, called buffalo because it was the only thing that they could identify them as. Okay. So we call them buffalo. I like to try to bring that back. Everybody can just all call on a buffalo from now on. Besides Redford. Nah, buffalo are actually water, whole different breed in a different country. Bison are, anyways, they're right when they correct you, but nobody likes being corrected. You know what I mean? I got into it, and yeah, there is a beefalo. They cross some beef with buffalo. Good God. Looks familiar to that right before that guy went flying through the air, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, he loves his little dust bowl there. And made it right at my gate. Like, that's where I take my gate apart, and I'm sitting here waiting to see if he's going to move. No, we're talking about that bison buffalo up there in Yellowstone. They got that old guy. Wasn't really that old of a guy, actually. He was so much as running for his life, wasn't he? I missed that question. No, he's not okay with anything, ever. How does everybody feel? Is everybody feeling like they stretched and everything this morning if we go in there? Well, it was crazy to be out there with them. That's the crazy part. People are stupid, man. Them some bitches can come out of nowhere. That's a wild animal. People don't understand. That's like, would you walk out there and stand if that was a lion? A lion? I wouldn't. If I was up there and they were standing that far from me, I would be at a distance from my vehicle to where I could ensure I could get into it. I would not be standing wide out and wide open with my thumb up my butt like an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, if I do get taken out and you guys replay this and I'm standing out in the open and Rufus crushes me, just know that I knew I was an idiot. People, I think, like to think of wild animals as being the same as they are not. A lion might lay out there and all day. But would you take a chance standing out there by a lion? I wouldn't. I see these people on these safari and I can't tell if it's real or not, but they drive right up beside lions and shit. I'm out. I am out. I'm gonna have some weird smell on me that smells like a cow or something. And that some bitch is gonna get wind of that, and then it's gonna be like, that's crazy to me. I mean, this may be crazy to other people too, but preaching to the choir here, aren't we? Bulls are about as close as you can get to the most unpredictable wild animal. I think pretty easy to say. I mean, look at his neck, for God's sakes. It ain't got all that muscle in there for nothing. I loved how they said on the news, they were like, well, the park is looking into putting new safeguards and different things into. And I'm thinking, bro got flipped into the air by a bison in the middle of a park, and I bet you there's signs everywhere. I bet you, I've never even been, and I bet there's signs everywhere. And you know, this ain't the first time this has happened. You can look up probably, I bet there's at least 5 really good footages of people getting destroyed by bison. Like, I live in Arkansas. I know this is bad. That guy was old enough, he saw Home Funny's videos, because I remember one time on Home Funny's videos, something chased somebody around and flipped them in the air too. Natural selection played out, I guess. He gonna have a limp to him probably. Probably the coolest picture I've ever seen of him in the air, the starfish picture in the air. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm jealous of that. Barb, we had them together till last spring, and they tried to kill each other. And Redford finally got big enough to do some damage, and it just wasn't. It's just not. If you can put these guys together, that's what a lot of people don't understand. So if I didn't have any cows here, if I had a good field, I could put Rufus and Redford in the same field together with 0 cows around, and they would be fine. But if you have any cows around or have cows with them, there's a problem. Most farmers will take all their bulls, gather them up, and stick them all in the same field. Bulls pretty much have to have a companion or they'll tear something down. Like, they won't stay by themselves hardly, especially ones that's always been around other animals. Walking the woods strong, as it is. I think people have this big false sense of security when they're at a park or they come out of the city or something. You know what I mean? Like, that everything has rules and stuff. Man, there ain't no rules out here. Like, there's no handrails and shit. People think that there's some kind of handrail system in the wild. That's what I call it. Like, people need to hang on to something. Well, they can't do that. Hell, I'm a human. Bullshit. I don't know if I read where they put that bison down or not, but I hope they didn't. Because that son of a bitch has got the highest airtime on a human last 100 years. My wife would be so mad at me for saying that. If it was me, y'all would laugh. You know, these YouTubers and people that get out here and harass people for content, why don't they get a sack and go up the Yellowstone up there and get out there and do jumping jacks in front of one of them son bitches? They want some real airtime. You know what I mean? Like, don't go fucking with people out here in the real world. Go up there and get you a damn bison. That's a good idea, actually. These people that go out and just try to do crazy shit. There you go. There you go. There's something. Hell, you be on the news tonight. Go out here and just harass people. Yeah. Go out there and harass you a damn buffalo. I might run to town to get my nails painted. Okay. Redford, I'm gonna try to drive in there, okay, Bubba? Okay. Now he's out, he don't even know it. It's a bad idea. Just to go on record. We shouldn't have laughed about that old guy getting flipped in the air before this. I would like to drive your field though, Redford. Like, seriously. Like, I would like to see if there's any army worms down there. You cool with it? It's off right now. Look, he's gonna test it. He knows it's off. Licking the nose, a bad sign. What did the big boss say? You gonna say not to do it? Oh man, look at him. He is bowed up. Man, he's thick. Look like a fat kid about to eat a donut. Oh, we're in reverse still. See if we can watch them in their natural habitat down here. Oh yeah. We'll give him a second here. Yeah, it was about a second. Okay. Hey, Redford. Hey, not in the pond. Son of a bitch. Whose idea was this? Hi, Bub. Bub, I thought you were being way more chill than that. Hey. Y'all think I'm playing. This guy don't play no shit. This is Redford's house. Make your hair stand on end. Let's see if he'll calm down some. I shut it off thinking he might be okay with it, but he is not okay with it. Nope. Now we got into a shitty spot. Hey, Bub. Anybody got a donut in their pocket? How you get back to your Ranger now? Oh, it's me. Oh, I haven't seen my house from down here. Looks good. Okay. Yeah, bulls can swim pretty good too. Just go around them. Yeah. Which side? You trust that little redwood right there? Or redbud? Anyways, this is the pond. There used to be some pretty good fish in this thing. We got to try to get that. Ooh, I see a turtle over there on that log. No, don't just not run. You have to run. This ain't like one of them things where you don't. Well, yeah. Go back over there. Go back over there. You're gonna get in trouble coming over here. You better pick that Ranger over me. There you go. Good thinking. Damn, look at that one of them funnel spiders. He got him a hell of a spot, doesn't he? Them some bitches will jump on you. Yeah. Is he in there? What we got here is one of these here funnel spiders. Anyways, back over here. I'm trying to figure out how to get back over there without getting ticks all over me. More importantly, don't die. Yeah. Let's see. That's my go-to tree. That crooked tree. That one there, he has a hard time getting around it. Oh, y'all ever see these things? I used to play with these all the time when I was a kid. You see that little cone right there? That's we called them an ant lion. There's a little bug in there, and he makes that little volcano looking deal, and that's real fine powder falls down in there, and there's a big old bug in there about that big, and he eats ants. See, there's one there, one there. There'll be a whole bunch of them. You guys seen them before? Okay, back to the bull. See, there's some more right there. Right there, somewhere. Right there, right there. There. I used to spend a lot of time playing with those. I was going to show you the bug in there. I'm just buying time. Well, looks like he cleared the back out. Oh, we can't forget our hand. Where'd that come from? What's up, Bubba? See, look at that nose. That's bad. We'll come back to that stuff. I still want you to turn this over on top of me, man. Okay? Okay. Okay. Do not flip over the Ranger. Good boy. He's a good boy. Don't break my steering wheel or flip the Ranger over. Now here's the problem. I'm gonna have to start this up. And it's gonna trigger. I know. It's gonna trigger you. And I don't really want to get it flipped over. Yeah, I slapped him on the butt. He thought he was getting attacked. Watch your ass, boy. Okay, this is our chance. Oh, let's see if he's going to go for a swim. Okay, he might calm down now. Should we let him hydrate? This is like letting a fish that you've already played out regain energy. It's a bad idea. Anytime you hear me say it's a bad idea, it's going to be worse than you think usually. It's covered in bar oil. We'll have to get it, yeah. Hey. God. He fucking. Hang on, I'll turn it off. He's on you like. Y'all said let him get a drink. I got him against this tree, so I don't think it'll flip over. It won't flip over as easy. Don't break my valve stem off. He is pissed off. Whose idea was this? I need to shut it off. Hey, how about windshield? Break my windshield, man. Thank you. Anyways, so you remember the buffalo? I know. Look at his tongue. Redford. It's actually really dangerous. Y'all don't try this at home, okay? Hang on a second. Don't give me a reading sign now. Maria, good fella. And don't push it away from the fucking tree. Hey. Mm-mm. Might have been that slap on the butt. Well, there went my Pepsi. Hey, bub. You got a minute? You think I could jump in there? Don't push it. Don't. I need to keep it near this. People that watch the videos say that I just edit the videos some, but he's really not this aggressive. I'm thinking they're wrong, maybe. Hey, bub. How you doing, son? It's okay. It ain't gonna hurt you. It's just the Ranger. I'm gonna go this way to about 100. If y'all get left behind, just stick with me. I'll come back for you. Because he is very, very fast. This tree's not real big. Nope. No. No, bub. No. Nope. No. Nope. Nope. Easy. Easy, bubbers. They're explosive. See, I didn't want to be on this side because I'm on the bottom side. No. I try to get him to stick his head in here. Because then he's... Hang on, I'll shut it off. Okay. Are you happy? Okay. That's bad. Redford. Oh, shit. No, we're not going through my fence. Go there and attack your scratching post, bub. Get your playground equipment out. There you go. Yes. Now y'all know why I don't go live in Redford's pen often. They bulge that eye out so they can see. They get a way bigger perspective around their body. And yeah, push this way. Some Jurassic Park right there. Bub, come on now. It ain't that big a deal. It ain't that big a deal. To be honest with you, on a scale from 1 to 10, he's a 10 right now. Was it the feed? If this thing was idling right now, he'd really be mad. why they hate this thing so bad. We're gonna see if Rowdy hates it as bad when he gets older too. You know, I'm gonna show you guys that I'd never harassed them with this thing. It just comes into their pen, it makes noise, and then it gets to leave, and they just hate the son of a bitch. Can y'all hear the bass in that? It's echoing. My neighbor's gonna be up here checking on me, going, "Hey, what the hell's going on up here?" See him lick that nose. They do everything to heighten their senses. Nikki, somebody being rude on here. I don't really care. I can't see their comment. I'm trying not to die. Nikki can get them. She may not be on here right now. I'd like to pull it up post right there so it can't push it through the fence. Well, you barely missed that post, damn it. No. It's gonna go through the fence. Did they make electric rangers? He's all leathered up. This is bullshit. He's not even live. Oh God, this guy here. How's your mom doing, better boy? There we go. Tell her I said hi. He'd go. Oh, that's some kid. Now we're into the fence. That was Otis. Okay, I'm gonna set this here, and I'm gonna try to get the ranger out of the fence before he gets torn down the fence. Did y'all see the electric wire bite me? Whew! I shouldn't have been grounded on them rubber tires, but it was. I guess I was against that every day. It happens to me at least once every other day. That one really got me good too. It got me good. I'd have been all right if it didn't. I can't imagine the post He just smashed into it, grounded me out good. What the hell are you doing in the pig pen? I look behind me, and Rosie is in the pig pen. It's open. That's how they get all their flies rubbed off. Hey, Ralph. Oh, there's a pregnancy test laying there. We need to get that. No, I'm not messing with nobody. I'm just over here. Oh, yeah. This fence here is hot, boys. I got this because it's a single wire, and it's one of those. It's the solid wire, and I'm sweating. Hey, it's just me, bub. I like to go over there and sit down. I hate when he gets pointed at me long ways. There we go. I'd rather than be sideways. There you go. Okay. Everybody okay now? Yeah, go check Redford, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Yep, exactly. How long will they wait me out? Redford will spend all day right here. We'll have to suck it up and get out of here in a minute. The trigger is the starting of the Ranger, okay? So, if you start the Ranger, we got to be prepared to move. Rapid acceleration. Well, we got it pulled up against a post, so you can't push it through the fence. So that's a problem. So, which means we're going to have to start it, and then we're going to go into reverse and then forward. I'm going to try to do this all one-handed. Don't be being ugly. And now we've got a trail of shit from up there all the way down here. Easy, bub. Go over there and take it out. How many pounds of what do I go through? Feed? All of it. This is where I used to go live a long time ago, guys. This was the end of the road for my farm. So like the road there, this is where it stopped. Now we go all the way out in our barn. It's right through there. Lucky's grave is right over there. Mine's probably gonna be right here. Hopefully not, but. Oh, good, Rosie. Getting a female over here. It's a great idea. Now they're all over there. I bet he thinks that the Ranger is trying to steal his girls. Now I'm out in the open. Ralph said, I didn't do nothing. Ralph said, I didn't do nothing. Here, come through this way. This is safer. Yeah. Yeah, this is awesome. If Redford would calm down some. Whoops, I missed something. You're hilarious. Please say hi to my husband, Ben. What's up, Ben? We watch daily. I've never commented. Well, comment some. It helps me pay the bills around here. As you can see, I'm pretty desperate. Now, we come in Redford's pen every once in a while. It's not real often because I enjoy living. But occasionally we come in. I really I really thought that he was in a better mood than that because he let me come in the gate. He baited me in. Turns out he was in not a good mood after all. Somebody say worms? Do these guys look wormy to you? He's shiny as a damn new penny. I don't know what they were saying. I just seen worms. Playing with fire is kind of what we're doing. But this is my field. Redford used to chill out some. What up, Ben? What's funny is I meet a lot of guys in public and they say, yeah, my wife, my kids follow you. And I'm like, you son of a bitch, you know you enjoy this shit. Rob's like, I don't know what's going on here, but if Dad's mad at it, I am too. There's nothing back there, Rose. Rose, I need. Now he's pissed again. My Roundup did not work well. This damn mint, that wild mint, is terrible. Pretty much everything on this live is an indication of what you don't want to see. Do we lose service? Are we losing service? He is pure muscle. They all are. The bulls of any breed, if they're active, they are nothing but muscle. They are good. My head count on here went from it went to 600 to 1100. I don't know what it's glitching, kind of. Brand, I'm trying to live as we watch. I'm trying to live as we. I know. I got on this side of the hot wire now, which is a little bit safer, and that son of a bitch is hot, as we found out earlier. So everybody's good. Okay, good. I'm not. One time my buddy asked me, I fell asleep and hit a bridge bank on the way home one night. He texted me or called me. He goes, hey, man, just trying to make sure you made it home all right. And I said, yeah, no, I didn't. He's like, all right, sounds good. I love you. Goodbye. That was the conversation. I called him back. I said, hey, I said I didn't make it home okay. Did not. He's nursing a hangover. Okay, sounds good. Take some ibuprofen, holler at me this evening. You know, that's a real true follow-up. Are you good? Okay, who wants to go start the Ranger? I'll be honest with you, in person, it's way scarier than on here live. You'd be surprised how fast you are. There's muscles and limberness and stuff happens that you don't think that you could even do anymore. When Rufus gets like this and gets mad, which is pretty rare, he's after me. What state of mind am I in? Not a good one. He's gonna flip it over. Look out, Rosie. Look out. Can't push it over that post. It's pissed now. He gonna end up breaking something. Yep, he gonna break something. I just got it fixed, dude. It's gonna be here in just a second. He's so mad. Ralph said, I'm getting the hell out of here. He hasn't even run over people before with that thing. Okay. Tell us how you really feel, Redford. It's itching on your post, dude. That thing is itching on your itching post right now. He's like, man, I swear I saw something shorten up on the front bumper. He put a bunch of pressure on it. That thing's part of the family. I see an extra little louver in it now that didn't used to have right there. That hood's kind of wabi-sabi. Oh, look, he straightened the headlight up. It's not been pointing out that hole in months. Thank you, Redford. Dude, when I get in that thing, it's going to go, and he's already going to go, ah, boom. His head's going to explode. I'm going to throw it in reverse. Be watching him hit that tree, back into that tree, give me a whiplash, throw it back and drive, clip Rosie. I don't know if y'all can tell, it's steep. Like, this is real steep. So he'll get on the upper side of me. So once I leave here, once I come this direction, I have to go. Because if he gets on this upper side, he'll flip me. This upper side, it's already leaning. And he wants to be on the upper side. So we need that high performance machine to start immediately. Okay, and we need the indicators missing, so you can't tell what gear you're in. Hopefully, I think 3 clicks is reverse or 1. We'll figure that out, don't worry. And then we're gonna have to hold it on the floor. It's gonna spin. It's only got 2-wheel drive, but it's 1 front tire and 1 back tire. Sometimes it's just 1 back tire. The CV axle broke on one side, roof is broke yet. I know there ain't nowhere to go. Back down here in the bushes. I mean, we could always walk out, but that would be no fun. This is fabulous. Well, just think about this. I used to do this with no camera and no nothing. Just for the hell of it. Look at him. He's like, come get your boy. That was the I hope that thing bites you right on the forehead, dude. Touch it. Touch it, it ain't on. Touch it. Sneezed. You don't want to turn your head and sneeze when in direct conflict with the bull. That could startle him, and your eyes have to close momentarily. What happened? Brent sneezed, Redford charged him through the electric fence. Next thing we know, we're watching the trees. Ross, I'll tell you right now, man, I know my chances. I'm looking for an opening. In the shade ain't the best spot either. Y'all told me to let him get a drink of water, and I knew that was a bad idea. See? I would like for him to be in front. Thank you. I'd like for him to be in front. And I'd like to be as calm as possible. Rufus held me by a tree one time for about 45 minutes. And I really couldn't leave. Like I could. It's hard to hold this camera. If it wasn't for holding the camera, I could jump. We think Ross now the time. Ross like, it's easy to think of a good time. Where you don't want to go is between him and his girl. I learned that the hard way. So if I try to go through this way and around that way, he's gonna think I'm going after her. And he's listening to me. I'll tell him our game plan. I swear he knows. He's like, you say going after her? I heard going after her. You calm down now. Okay. Oh no, he's going to the upper side. Oh no. Oh no, not the valve stem. Nope. Oh, nope. Oh. Okay, we diverted tragedy. If he breaks my valve stem off, I'm gonna have a flat tire, and then we can't go very fast at all. That's how I about got hurt really bad by Rufus one time. You only go about half their speed with a flat. Oh, he's not done yet. Don't break it, don't break it, don't break it. Uh-oh. Don't break the tire. I think he go for it now. To make that much noise, he's getting into a spot where he can turn it over now. Oh no. It takes a lot of air to make that much noise through that big of a mouth. Like they have some lungs on them now. He's gonna shut that thing, I bet. Shut it. Watch out, Rosie. There you go. Good job. Okay. How about now, Ross? Now good. Rosie's like, this thing brings the feed, dude. Why are you so mad at it? It's the bringer of the feed. Dad rides this thing. Your wife was related to Wayne Frost. Hey, no! Well, I don't know what that was, babe. What is that? A whole fender well? Oh, that keeps mud from getting slung on me. No, don't push it that way. No, not that way. No, the other way. Look, it made a little door. This is ridiculous. I don't know why Polaris won't send me a new one. That's my Pepsi. Yeah. It's now a good time, Ross. Now we have a door. Hey, no! Come on, man. I can put that back on there. Oh, God. Hey, you're breaking shit for real now. Well, now we got an obstacle. Get out of there. You're going to burn your mouth on the exhaust pipe. I hope you do. I'm going to shoot some self-tapper screws into that sucker. I didn't even know that came off. I thought Rufus had already removed everything. Like, that's a new thing. If you left the Ranger there, he'll still attack it. Oh, my God. If I left it here all day, that son of a bitch would be in 900 pieces, and it would be down there through my fence. He'll get turned around until he gets it in. Well, best thing you can do is when he gets like this, is you take this hot wire, you pull this post up, put it over the cage or the front fender or just any part of it, and it'll ground to him. So if he touches any of this metal, it'll bite him. So like if it was broke down, I'll hook the electric fence to it, and then he can't touch it. I've only had to do that one time. I run out of gas because I was afraid by the time I got back there would be nothing left. Kind of like it bit me. My dad used to do that to everybody with his pickup. He'd pull up into the hot wire and then ask you to get in and run somewhere with him. You grab the door handle, he'd light you up. Well, Hunter, we're waiting for the right time. Okay. Yeah. He was breaking some crucial parts there for a second because that front part there, that goes into that. Well, I can't back up. I'm against this post and he's behind it. So right now it's not a good time. It's a bad time. Okay. I need him to go around over there. Whoops. Ralph's down there in the shade tree saying the hell it is. Oh shit. He got Rosie's head underneath there. Okay, Rosie. You good? Damn. You don't want to slam your girlfriend's head in the damn door. Rosie just hummed at him and said, hey. Okay. Yeah, he's not happy. That thing's heavy too. It's really heavy actually. I can't turn it back over by hand. All right. Rufus is right over there. How's everybody Saturday going? Okay. Yeah, be sure and give us a like and a subscribe, guys. I always forget to say that. Give us a like and a subscribe. Hey, guys out here dodging bulls for God's sakes. If you guys like and subscribe, if I see a big increase, and if I make it out of here alive, we'll start doing a Redford run on Saturdays. No, not on that. Hey. Nope. Air cleaner. Easy. Man, he has my hole plugged completely off. Now can't get in some bitch. Touch it. Touch that fence. Touch it. It's almost like he shut my door and then said, go ahead. Say when. Say when, boy. This is actually dangerous, guys. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but this is not well thought out. I feel like the ranger just said, no shit. I'm not even sure if I can get that piece back to where I can get my feet to the damn gas pedal now. He shoved it up to the front. I'm just glad that he don't hate me as much as he hates that Ranger. It'll buff out. I don't think that piece will. Okay. Wow, I've never been able to see all the way in like that. Which way'd you been that? Okay. That thing's bent. Okay, we're gonna have to go when we go here. Watch out, Rosie. Watch out, watch out, watch out. You back there? Okay, good. He's going back on Rufus. Okay, good. We took some damage on that one. Go. There's a 30-second delay, so we made it. For some reason, he ran over there to check on Rufus. Thank God. So see, that worked out great. Did we die? The Ranger took a pretty good. I just popped those deals. We can put that right back on. It's no problem. Anyways, we'll leave that there. Wasn't too bad, was it? Yeah, we went right down there to check, see what Rufus was doing. See, I know damn well if them two were together, they'd be in a huge fight. Me too, Debbie. Well, I think it keeps mud from slinging up on my back. I've learned some of the stuff on here is meant to be on here. It ain't optional. Well, that was exciting. We'll start doing a one-day Redford, Saturday morning with Redford. What do y'all think? Don't forget to subscribe. He's still yelling. Well, I'm gonna try to put some stuff back together, I guess. I thought he'd still yell. We could hear him way over here. Yeah, we'll do a Saturday morning. Is it Saturday? whatever today is, we'll do it with Redford. You'll have to remind me on Friday. I'll bring him some treats. I've got shit all over that pond bank I need to go get too. Walk in there and grab it with a bucket. We can drive him back in. It's not worth it. Can you imagine when the tax guy comes out that measures your buildings and stuff comes out, if he comes rolling out on a little Ranger or something? That's going to be bad news for him. Walking, he does not get near as mad walking. That was exciting. Yeah, I know. I wish one of y'all had a bull or I could watch y'all. Does any other YouTube channels do stuff like that? I need to start watching other people and see how they do it. They do? What other channel does that kind of stuff? I need some notes. Nobody? That's not a good sign. If you're doing something nobody else is doing, typically it's not good. Not like me. What's the closest one? Anybody got one? I don't want to see nobody out there brushing their bull, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see anybody out there just brushing and talking about stuff. He does it with cars. Oh, yeah, I watched him. Useless Farm with the emus. Yeah, I'm going to go get a emu update, and they're boring. Well, when it cools off some, I'm going to have Wi-Fi down here. We'll be able to get out in this big bottom field with a roll roof. And then y'all can see me nervous. I don't want to do much talking, probably. You got to really watch him. He just flips the Ranger over and it starts spinning on its top, and then you don't know which way to go. But Rufus can just break off at you. Like Redford has, like we were standing up there, he never really just peels off. I'm always waiting on it. I'm ready for it, but he's never done it. But Rufus will just be pointing that way, and he'll just peel back. And if you're not paying attention, Rufus don't play no shit. But Rufus is fun to video down there. If I can get him interested in the Ranger and not me. He's about a 50-50, where Redford's about 90-10 with the Ranger. Rufus is about 50-50 Ranger versus me. He kind of has a toss-up. The reason I don't talk much is because it draws attention to me with Rufus if I'm talking. If I don't make any noise, then he's a little bit better. Oh yeah, hell, I got some sheetrock screws and stuff. We'll throw that fender back on there. It's not bad. What I don't like is when they break the valve stems off right there, and then my tire goes flat. Then I can't get away. Like, you can't drive very fast. But I didn't know that piece hadn't ripped off there yet. It's not bad. Man, I was sitting right there yesterday, and I was driving, and there was a mouse up underneath that insulation, and he come running out, and I thought I was setting a snake. I came off that thing at about 90 miles an hour. Look at the bed, cleaner than it's ever been. There's a lot of tools over there. That thing looks about like I feel sometimes. I wish I'd have taken care of that thing. It's been a good one. Well, guys, thank y'all for watching. Pretty good morning this morning. I'm going to go check on the emus, and then maybe late this evening when it cools off, I'll jump back on again. I don't have much going on right now. I'm taking a break from building. Y'all's welcome. I'm glad we made it through it. Nobody even got hurt. The only casualty is the trash I need to go get. It's all covered in chainsaw oil, so I don't have to worry about anybody eating it. Y'all's welcome. Y'all be good. Have a good weekend.